In our previous video, we created this app called Counter app, where when you click on increment, increases the value by 1, clicking on decrement decreases the value by 1, and when you click on reset, it resets the value to 0. But there are some fundamental problems with this app. In this video, we will try to fix those problems. So the first problem is, when we click on increment, the value increases by 1, and right now the value is 6. What if I go ahead and change this value from 6 to something like 688? Now, if we click on increment button, the value will increase by 1 from the value that we updated to. It will not increment from the value that it was, that was 6. So that is the first problem. And the reason that problem is happening is because here in add event listener, we are incrementing the value based on whatever it is in the inner HTML of H1. And here our next value depends on whatever is in the inner text of H1. And because anybody can change that value, so this is not a good way to build an app. So instead of depending on inner text, we'll go ahead, create a variable called count that will initialize to 0. And what we need to do is, as soon as app loads, let's go ahead and say counter, that is our h1 dot inner text should be equal to count. So instead of this value depending on the inner text, it should depend on the variable that we can control. So here if we refresh the application, we can see the value is down to 0. And whenever we are clicking on increment or decrement, we should update this value, not depend on the value of inner text of h1. So the first thing we need to do is to update the value of count from count should be equal to count plus 1. So whenever somebody clicks on increment, we need to first increment the value by 1 and then use that value in the inner text. So what we are doing is update the value first and increment the value. So now if we refresh this app and click on increment, we can see the value is going up by 1. And now what if I go ahead and change this value to 700? It will become 700, but as soon as you click on increment, it will go back to 8. Because now the next value doesn't depend on DOM, it depends on our variable count. So we'll do the same thing here for decrement and reset. So here we just need to do is to decrement the value by 1 and update the inner text. Similarly, here we can just go ahead and say count should be equal to 0 and the value should be equal to count. Now if we refresh the app, incrementing the value, decrement will decrement the value. Similarly, reset will reset the value. Now if the value is 8 and we go ahead and change this value of 8 to something like 899 and we click on decrement, the value will go down from 8 to 7, not from 899. So in this way we have fixed our first fundamental issue, that is our next value depending on DOM that can be changed by any user. So let's go ahead and look at the second problem here. Now the app is working properly and it is taking care of, even if somebody is changing the DOM here, it will go back to the original value. But now someone can go ahead and access this variable outside here. So you can go ahead and say count and you can get access to the variable because this is a global JavaScript file. What if I go ahead and say count is equal to 1000? Here it looks like the value is 6, but as soon as we click on increment, the value goes up by 1 from the value that we changed in console. So to fix this error, the first thing we need to understand is how does scope work in JavaScript. Scope is where to look for things. So here we have access to this variable in the console. But to create scope in JavaScript is to just wrap the whole code into a function. So we'll wrap the whole code into a function called main. And what we'll do, as soon as this JavaScript file loads, I want to call that function here. Now what will happen, let's go ahead and refresh the page. The app will work as it was working, but the thing is, like, you cannot go ahead and access the variable count. It will give you count is not defined because Count variable is inside the scope of function main, so you cannot access the value from outside. So this is how we can fix these fundamental issues. The first fundamental issue was our next value was depending on DOM that can be manipulated by anyone. So we created a variable for that. So nobody else can manipulate this value. The second issue was that user can access this variable in global scope and update this value to a new value, but because now we have wrapped it into a function, we cannot access that variable from outside. And now our application works perfectly fine without any fundamental issues. You should go ahead and try refactoring your own counter application that you built earlier.